are just taking away all the smoke and mirrors and having some fun with what's happening in Hollywood, what's happening on social media. We've got to talk about fashion and celebrities and keeping everything all together. So if you've ever seen a red carpet out there, gorgeous women walking down the red carpet, looking absolutely glam at any award show, and you think to yourself, how is she looking so perfect in that dress that is almost non-existent? How is everything staying up? And you know what I mean by up. And you know, why is there smooth lines and not a bump or a bubble anywhere? It's because there are major stylist secrets out there that are keeping women looking smooth and svelte, starting from the beginning. And I mean, majorly restrictive diets, IV treatments, detoxes, regular facials, personal trainers.
Yeah, exactly. So their every day is already pretty high up there for maintenance. And then
Yes.
the red carpet, they take it to a different stratosphere. So there's no way we can ever really truly compare ourselves. It's not fair. It's like self-torture.
Okay, so
Yes.
let's talk a little bit about the self-torture, shall we? We're going to start with everything that's happening underneath the dress.
Yes.
So, and as you can tell, there's a lot going on. The deep plunge was huge, and it will continue to be huge at all the award shows this season. You think you're almost watching a feat of gravity, like what is going on with everyone's breasts that they stay up like this? Well, this is what's happening. Can you explain?
Yes, even if they've already enhanced and it should, you know, in everyone's ideal world stay where they are, it's still, they still want extra help. It's the weight. And so you can definitely get the tape on bras, but it has that weight. So this is truly the way to defy gravity.
Okay.
Is we're actually adding in implant, these little chicken cutlets, we call them.
Yeah.
And we're starting taping from down by your bottom of your rib cage. We're lifting up, adding the cutlet, and then taping it all the way up over your shoulder.
Okay, so it's almost like a breast suspender.
Exactly. Nicely done. Very good description. All the way around, making it nice and smooth. And then when you put your dress on, you can trim your tape to nicely cover your, not show through your dress.
Right.
So that's all happening. They're doing highlighting here, just like Tracy was saying.
Yes.
Is we're going to do the dark down the center, and then we're going to highlight the curve there. That can make the illusion in a picture.
So we're going to show you both of that. Actually, we've got a picture right now of, celebs are sometimes really good about letting it out there, what's happening.
Yes.
Kim Kardashian showing all the work that's going on underneath her outfit. She is taped within an inch of her life. So she put this out on Instagram, and it shows you she's got double suspenders happening.
Yes.
And that's what's keeping them in place, and that's even with enhancements. And then we've got this incredible cleavage. I'm always talking about cleavage on this show because mine left after baby number one. I don't know where it went. This is Kristen Bell, and she's showing you her makeup team, her entourage, painting on cleavage.
Oh, wow.
So you can have some fun there with makeup, but there is a lot of work going into it.
Yes.
So we move down a little bit into these really svelte figures and the lack of lines and bumps, and a lot of that is undergarments, shapewear.
Yes, and they're layering them. So we have a one piece underneath that is going from underneath the empire. You can actually hook it onto your bra. Oh. And it goes all the way down to the tops of your knees. So that's piece number one.
Okay.
The higher the nylon content, the stronger the hold and control will be.
Okay.
So you want to go, your first layer is your extra firm control.
Yep.
And then we have the brief. This is a high-waisted brief, so we have some more extra padding, and not padding, but support in the stomach. Yes. And I'll show you on the table later, but this is also has got some bum enhancing detail as well.
Okay.
And then we have the
it's
waist
just for
cincher.
the waist, which I've never seen in my life.
Just for the waist.
It's just for the waist.
Yeah.
Okay, this is Kim K once again on her Spanx routine. I put one pair on after the other, and if there's a longer pair, I always put those on first, but usually I wear two pairs that are the same length. I try not to layer two different lengths because I don't want there to be visible seams. I want there to always just be one seam. Now, I've been known to double Spanx on the show. I've also put it out there on social media, and I get what she's saying about the double shorts. Like, this is just one. But if I do have two, one's usually a little bit longer, and then you have a little bit of this rolling action happening. So to the little girls watching the show, I'm not saying you should be doing this, but Tracy does it. That's what's happening underneath my dresses to smooth it out.
The amazing technology, right? These are all rubber back. They're laser cut, so it's not supposed to have a seam.
Right.
But yeah, no, it's amazing. If you go too tight, then you're going to get the
bubbles.
Yes.
I want to talk about the bum enhancers one more time because Kristen Bell had them for the last award show. I believe this is the Golden Globes, and she put it out on her Instagram. We do not have the bum underwear in Canada, but they certainly do in the States, and there you go. She's got a full-fledged butt pad, which is added and filled out her dress. So now we're going to move on to the tailoring that happens last minute. Like before you get on that red carpet, you can have a lot of things done to a dress to make it fit perfectly.
Well, once that they do that 5-day lead up of the detox, the IV, everything, like their size will change. So first off, they're going to get a dress custom made for them, so we can't compete with that.
Yeah.
If that doesn't happen, then they're going to get it tailored. For sure. And either they're getting it tailored permanently, or you can even tailor it. Think about this. Remember, you can get it tailored just temporarily. So you're going to do more of a pleated fabric and then stitch it so that you can release it and can go back.
So you have a stylist that's able to do these little tucks here, these little tucks at the waist, and we want to show more detail on the table about all of the other different tricks out there happening with the stylist, but that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, and this stitch right up here, lifting the shoulders, is a huge one that that people are forgetting about.
Okay, so that helps a lot.
That'll make a huge difference, yes.
This is the final product.
This is final.
Okay.
So I realize she's a mannequin, but the shoulders fit nicely. It's got a nice, pleasant plunge, and the waist is fitted, and we want it to drape nicely. And this is not a forgiving fabric. Like this fabric, our satin, is going to show everything. Yeah. So that's like the first choice. Pick your fabric smartly.